So today is a kind of a crazy day that I never really thought would come, only for the fact that I'm super lazy and I just don't get shit together and I don't do things. But anyway, I don't know if you've seen my tattoo video. If you haven't, go check it out. The link is in the description. And this will probably make better sense if you go and watch that first. So pause this video, go watch the other one, and then come back to me. So today I am finally getting my cover up of my BJ tattoo, the dice on my wrist. It's been, God, it's been a long time coming. I got that tattoo done about just over 10 years ago now. And I kept saying, I'm gonna get it covered up, I'm gonna get it covered up. And finally, I'm getting it covered up. So I'm gonna bring you guys with me. I'm super nervous. I've never been for a tattoo alone. I've always had someone. So this is like a first for me going by myself. But yeah, I can't wait to get it done. For all you cheeky fucking bastards that were telling me to take off my hoodie, I didn't want to take off my hoodie because all I was wearing was this underneath, like just a really flimsy top. And I did not feel comfortable to take off my hoodie. So yeah, I would have if I could have, and I should have, but I didn't. So it's a few weeks later and I've been meaning to do this little rundown of how everything went for so long and I just haven't got around to it. So I went into Molly, who works in Lose This Skin, who has done my other tattoos such as my heart, my butterfly and my other little heart. As I told you, it was the first tattoo that I went alone, like no friends, no support or anything like that. And I was really nervous, like I'm not gonna lie. I always get panicked, like I'm like, what about if it's so sore that I can't finish it, or you know, whatever. Like that's why I prefer to have friends there, because I'm like, if anything happens like that, at least I have support there. But I was like, you know what, fuck it, just go in, do it. And literally was just so grand. Like, there was no pain. We literally just chatted. And that's what I love about Molly. You'd go in and have like the best chats with her. And then you'd forget that you're even getting a tattoo done. And then you're like, oh yeah. So, like, it didn't hurt. Like, there was a few times where I was like, oh, that's a bit sore. But other than that, I had such a good time with her. And I always do. And I can't wait to go back for a few more ones that I have in mind.
Make a new stencil.
So as you can see, she put on the stencil, and originally I thought it was going to be a lot smaller. So when I saw it on my arm, I kind of panicked a small bit because it would look so big. So I walked over to the mirror and I had a look and I was like, you know what, no, this is just too big for me. Like, I like small tattoos. That's who I am. Like, I just really like the small ones. On me, like on anybody else, like I don't mind big ones, but on me personally, I just like the small ones. So not gonna lie, I did kind of panic when I saw it and I was like, no, oh my god, don't do this. But when she made it smaller and she put it back on my arm, I was like, oh yeah, it actually looks better like that. So I was like, okay, let's go for it. So we started doing it. So that's the before and after. I mean, it is so much better. Like, my old tattoo was so horrific. It was just so bad. And I was always really embarrassed when people were like, oh, what tattoos do you have? I'm like, okay, so I'm not gonna lie. So the next day when everything was off, like all the cling film and everything, and I was putting cream on it, I had a bit of a meltdown. Only because, and it was nothing about the artwork, because looking at it I'm like, oh, it's such a beautiful tattoo, it's so nice, like, and I still love it to bits, like it just looks really nice. But for me, I was like, oh my god, it's just so giant on my arm.
And every time I looked at it, I was like panicking. I was like, oh my god, like I want to be an actor and everything, like, and you know, what about if I get a movie and they're like, oh, your tattoo's too big? Because actually it was funny, I was watching Glee, and I don't know if anyone notices that Leah Michelle has this big, quite a big tattoo on her wrist that they cover up with makeup, but it looks desperate because like you can still see it, and obviously that's the makeup's fault. The makeup wasn't good or it wasn't matching her skin tone or whatever, but you can still see it. And I was like, I don't want that to be me, to take away from my acting ability. So I kind of just went into this like meltdown mode, and I was like, what have I done? Like, I should have just left it, or I should have like got it like lasered off or something. But I think people around me, like my friend Yasmin and my mom and Chloe, they were just like, look, you're just not used to it being on your arm. You're just not used to it. Because all my other tattoos, like, they're kind of around my body. Like, the butterfly I never kind of see unless I'm putting on my shoes or my socks or whatever. And it's nice. It's like a nice reminder. I'm like, oh yeah, it's cute. The rebellion tattoo don't see because my clothes are on. My little hearts are so small that you wouldn't even really notice them anyway. So just having something like this is probably the biggest one I have. And it just freaked me out. I was just like, oh my god, I was just freaking out about it. But now I've come to like really like it. And I mean, I do kind of wish that I had originally got it done and it was done right, because I did just want the dice originally. And I don't know if you guys know, the original tattoo was dice because Britney Spears had dice on her wrist, and I always really liked them, and obviously I'm a huge Britney Spears fan, so I wanted to take inspiration from her and get dice as well. And so I tried to change mine up by obviously saying like Brittany and Jamie and whatever. It just ended up being the BJ dice tattoo. And so when I went to Molly with it, she was like, you know, we could do flowers, and I was like, oh, I'm not really a flower person. And she was like, but these flowers represent like your birth months. So I was kind of like, that's really cute, like it's such a nice idea. And it still ties into the whole ode to Britney. So that's the video, very quick. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next week for my next video. Hope you guys are staying happy and healthy. Wishing you a fabulous and safe day.